Yes, today we are doing another mental health awareness live stream. Yes, guys. So it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and I will be talking personally about my own experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. So, right now, if you don't know who I am, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes. So let's wait for some of these participants to enter into this chat, into the live, guys. So let's wait for them all to come in. I'm just going to jump in on this now. Turn this one down. So how are you all doing? I already got someone in the chat already. Hello, welcome. Yes, it's Mental Health Awareness Week it is, yes. And I will be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and homelessness, yes. So anybody would like to speak to Ezekiel, just let me know and I will read these comments. I will try, I will speak with you. If you do have anything you'd like to say, or thank you for double tapping the screen. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, Thank you. So anyway, guys, let's wait for a few more people to come in. Thank you for those of you who just landed on this live stream. Let me just tell you what I am up to. So today we are doing a mental health awareness stream. Yes, where I will personally be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, substance abuse, and homelessness. And this is a safe space, guys, for you to express your opinions. Hello, Drew. Thank you for being in the live. I appreciate it, my moderator. Thank you so much. Yeah, so guys, like I said, this really is a safe space for you guys to come into and express your feelings and opinions, where you can all be respected and treated kindly here, see? Because this is what we do as Spiritual Awakening, see? We really do want to spread positivity and love to all of you, We really do, don't we, Drew? Yeah, so guys, yes, I will be talking a bit about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse and homelessness, you see. Yes, my depression and anxieties and things like that will always live with me, And I understand that because I have good days and bad days, So you've got to understand that, we do have good days and bad days, and we need to acknowledge it. When we are having bad days, we need to acknowledge it and see what it's trying to teach us, because there's always so many brilliant things to be learned from some of the bad things that happen in our lives, Because ultimately, my entire problem with substance abuses, homelessness and depression was ultimately because of my bad decisions in life, you see. I made bad decisions, therefore my life got more negative, you see, because I wasn't putting any positivity there, And now I can see clearly without my mind being foggy. I have now become able to explain and help other people understand the struggles that we are going through on this earth. It is really, really sometimes quite hard to talk about certain topics, but I find that the best way for my healing is to be able to speak about it. Although all of you humans, I understand, are all unique and different in so many wonderful ways. So you all have different ways of learning, and I think that's really important to understand how, each and every single one of us react differently to different things and make different choices and decisions, But when we can really make choices and decisions that are good based on thinking from the heart instead of thinking straight from the mind, then when you do make decisions that are based on the heart, you will find that they are good decisions because you've thought with your heart. Therefore, love has been inserted into those decisions, helping the spirit to become more awakened, you see. So a spiritual awakening, guys, is not changing who you are. It's discarding who you are not. Yes. So then, who have we got? Yes, thank you for joining the live. Thank you for putting that there, Drew. I do appreciate that. I really do. So guys, we got 17 people in this live. if you've just landed on this live, let me tell you a little bit what we're doing and who I am. So, I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we on this channel this week are doing mental health awareness. Yes, each day around 11, 12 o'clock. In the UK, I am doing a mental health awareness stream where I will be talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness, you see. Yes, so this really is a safe space for each and every single one of you to voice your opinions and your views, and you will not be judged here, guys. This is really a safe space for each and every single one of you, I promise you. Okay, so guys, how I blink, I'm blinking is just so quick. The frame rate of the human eye can't see it, you see. But I am just a man in a mask, you know. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes, that wouldn't be fair. So guys, but that's a really good comment then, Howick, I really do like that. Can you see this? Yes, I can see this. I hope that answers that. So then, Howick, how is your day going today? I do find it most interesting what you humans get up to, you know, so I would love to know what you've been up to in the comments, Howick. Let me know. And if there's anybody else who would like to help out this channel, please, all you got to do, guys, is literally like the live, hit the thumbs up, right, so you can like this live. And please, guys, go and subscribe. It's absolutely free. You'll be helping out with all the wonderful charity work that we'll be doing with the Samaritans and the local food banks in our communities, you see. So it's slightly delayed. Yes, it is slightly delayed. Just a bit. You are right there. It's going good, brother. I've been investing and studying the stock market. Wow, that's very interesting, that is. The stock market is one that's been very confusing for Ezekiel for some time now, you know. I don't understand all that stuff, but I would really love to know some more about it. If you have anything you would like to share with this group, we would really love to know about that, you know. Just, you know, how it's, you know, a good activity to be doing, you know, just to keep your mind busy as well, you know. It's always very important to keep our minds busy with something positive, just like that, you know. That's really, really interesting. Well, very impressed with that, Howick. So we've got 30 people in the live right now, guys. Double tap the screen to like the live. And let me just let you know what's going on. If you just landed on this live and you're thinking, why the heck is an alien on the screen right now? I was just doom scrolling and I just come across this freak. Well, let me just tell you what I'm doing, okay? I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel, yes. And on this channel this week, on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing mental health awareness streams. So guys, I will be talking about my own personal experiences, overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Now guys, I literally am an open book. I have nothing to hide. My heart is on my sleeve, and I'm literally here helping people, you know, understand that I've been through struggles too, you know. I've been through some dark parts in my life, and I am still here. And I couldn't have been here without such charities like the Samaritans. Yes. So guys, I will be talking a bit more in depth about the Samaritans soon. I just need to do a little bit more research on how to go about it. But guys, we will be doing a fundraiser for that particular charity, the Samaritans, that were there for me when I was in my crisis, you see, because people don't talk about it, you know, enough in this country and around the world. So it just in the UK alone, according to the Samaritans, just in the UK alone, every 90 minutes, someone in the UK is unaliving themselves. Yeah? That, I cannot come onto the internet, okay? I can't come onto YouTube and not do nothing about it, guys. Yeah? I've literally been there, guys. Yeah? I didn't want to be here. I ran that charity when I was in my crisis, and they were there for me. So now it's time to give back. I really, really, really need help giving back to these charities, guys, because if we don't get people on the phones, if we don't help to pay to get the people trained to answer those phones, you see, then there will not be someone to answer the phone all the time for all the people that are in crisis, you see. So we need to get as many people trained as we can through the Samaritans so they can help others just like me. You see, I think from what I got told the other day in the meeting with the Samaritans, they told me, I think it only takes £100, UK pounds, to train somebody fully to answer phones. So guys, literally the work we're going to be doing with the Samaritans soon is going to be amazing. Hopefully we'll be able to get an overlay on this screen with a bar at the top, which is going to show you in real time how much money we have raised on the live streams. So guys, we literally are helping the world become a better place here, so you can all be a part of it, guys. All you got to do is double tap the screen like the live, guys, and then subscribe. It's literally free, and you literally being in this you literally being in this live right now is helping us create the revenue for the charity work that we're doing, guys. It literally is. You are amazing and you are doing great work just being in here. Thank you. I'm going to catch up with the comments now. Beans for life. Hello, welcome back to the live. Howick, I will read your comments now. 2 seconds, my man. I do apologise. Can you see that? I can see that already. It's good, bro. Yes, read that. W in the chat. Thank you, Beans for life. Pretty simple, Howick, it is pretty simple, honestly. You buy reliable stocks from companies that aren't going anywhere. When they are going for a low price, then you either hold on and sell parts of the savings or sell. Yeah, that is pretty much okay. So thank you for that. I do appreciate that. When it's back at the high amount, oops, no, we're on the... Oh, no, it's okay. You can say stuff like that anyway. You really can. It's okay. Like I said, this is a space for you to speak your mind, guys. Just copy the US official insider traders and you'll make money. Yeah, probably good information, that is. Jay, thank you for being at the live. Jay, I really appreciate you. There's a little bit of a delay me getting to all the comments, you see, guys. Havoc, honestly killing... Whoa. Obviously, unaliving yourself is never worth it. Come back, always better when the setback, we all get knocked down. But when develop over time and things start to look different, the more you live. That is really true, you know. It's hard to see the woods through the trees when you're in it, you know, guys. It really is. But I do appreciate that, Howard. Thank you for adding that in there. JLFC Fire MC, literally. You're right, thank you. So you'd agree with that. Thora, welcome back to the live. What's the phone doing? Recording a history or what? This, I'm not too sure what you're asking there, though. Proxy, hello and welcome to the stream. Just let me introduce myself quickly. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and this week on Spiritual Awakening, we are doing Mental Health Awareness Week, doing live streams each day, and the last day will be Sunday. We do them in the United Kingdom now. So I am talking about my own personal experiences, overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. So guys, I am an open book. Literally, my heart is on my sleeve. I am literally telling you everything, all the details, as long as I stay within the community guidelines of YouTube, and I hope you all do too, guys. So, you're so slow at reading, chat. Yeah, yes, I do have a difficulty reading, considering, you know, this is quite difficult, to be honest. But I do my best, but thank you for noticing that. I do appreciate it. You seem like a really good guy, bro. I'm from... I can't even read that. Philadelphia, there we are. Pennsylvania, US, one of the deadliest cities on earth. And bro, this life is so worth it. It really is, yes. People can't dream of work. It really is. Life really is worth living, you know, guys. It really is. And I am living proof of it, you know, guys. I literally am. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about my mental health, my depression and stuff, you know, my personal things now, guys. So here we go. So for me, I think when it really started hitting home was when I lost my job in 2018. I lost my job, and I lost my job because I was taking substances in work, you see. And they discovered such thing, and then I was pretty much fired on the spot, you see. So you can imagine then being very depressed about losing one's job. I probably partaked in more substance abuse, you see, and ultimately I then ended up losing the house I was living in. I then lived in my car for some time until I also couldn't have my car no more, so I had to get rid of that. And then I had to sofa surf, sleep in abandoned houses. I also slept in the woods in hammocks in the summertime. And, you know, I had the most amazing experiences being on my own at those times. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, but always, I was learning the lessons from the bad. They were trying to teach me something. So Havoc, Mr. Billy, man, I'm staying 10 toes on mental health. I'm not too sure what you mean by that, but yes. Thank you for the comment, though, Mr. Billy. So, how old am I? As the human being, I am 37 in August, actually. And what city are we in? We are, the nearest city to us would be Cardiff in Wales in the United Kingdom. Just bud flour or other substances. It was alcohol, the devil's dust, and anything I could really do. I would have just done anything at the time. I really did. So so you had a journey I had a spiritual journey. It had to be hard. If the test wasn't hard, then it wouldn't be worth a test, would it? It'd be too easy. Like if we had all the answers to the test, it wouldn't be easy. That's why when humans come back into this reality, when we come here, we choose to be here in the physical body, we then, 2 seconds, we forget why we came here. And then it's up to all the other beautiful humans to help us remember why we came here and all the lessons we must learn, you see. But it's all about not searching for the answers outside. Never search for the answers externally, guys, because all the answers you will find within yourself already. When you can sit in your heart and think through your heart, you can only have good come from it, guys. A spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. It's that simple, guys. Although it is so hard to see the trees through the woods, so to say. So, guys, I do fully understand, that it really isn't that simple to do, but once you are on a spiritual awakening, becoming an awakened spirit, that is the key. It's all about inner work, guys. We are so fixated on our external behaviors and the external things that's going on around, then we're so distracted from the internal side of our nervous systems and ultimately the human body, you see. It's so important to understand that we must love ourselves in a way that we can express even through the mirror. If you talk to yourself like I have before, bad in the mirror, like sort of like, you can't do this, you can't, you're this, you're that. You are literally like a computer programming yourself, so that will be the code. Your nervous system doesn't understand that when you speak badly to yourself like that, sometimes you might be a joke about it and say, say something like that, not really meaning it, but our nervous systems don't understand the difference between fake or not fake. Fake and real, if you get me. If you're not being real about it, the body still doesn't understand it. It still thinks that you are being real. So it's really important to understand that we must treat yourself very kindly. And in doing so, the nervous system will be allowed to have peace. Then there will be personal growth, inner growth, and spiritual awakening, guys. Really, really is. And you know what? I'm so happy to have such numbers in this live. It just really goes to show, guys, that this live really is worth doing. It really is, guys, and I cannot do this without the help of you wonderful awakened spirits. And guys, if you really, 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 really do want to help out, you can join the Awakened Spirits membership, guys. It's only £1.99 for the first month, and guys, all the revenue that we're going to be doing through all of this stuff is going straight back into all this charity work that we're doing, that you guys are going to be seeing on the live, seeing exactly where your money is going, guys, because I think that's one of the most important things, is where that revenue goes and how the public and ultimately the community, you guys, yes, you guys, the community of the awakened spirits, you're going to see exactly where it's all going and how we're doing it and how fair and how amazing and how beautiful that it's all going to be. So guys, you are literally helping build this up from the bottom up. I really do appreciate each and every one of you being in this live, guys. I do. So I'm going to just read some of these comments a little bit now, because I know that I'm really, really happy. I'm Quentin Tina, but welcome. Please receive Jesus as the Lord and Savior. Jesus is the only way to heaven. I do appreciate that, Colin. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Thank you. I hope you can double tap the screen as well, please, and subscribe. It's free, and I really could do it. People like you with your amazing comments in here. It's really positive, that is. I really do like it. Do I ever blink? I do, Lil Miss. Elvis, I do blink. You just can't see it so quick. To be on your toes and have to be on your... Welcome to the live. I do appreciate you being in here. I really do, guys. It's absolutely amazing how many of you turn up to these lives. It really is. I do appreciate it. So let me just quickly let you guys know a little bit about what's going on. If you've just landed on this live, when you were doom scrolling thinking, what is an alien on my screen? What's going on? Let me just let you know so I can ease that tension, guys. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness week at Spiritual Awakening. Yes, I am talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse and homelessness, guys. I did it, yeah. You guys can do it too, guys. If any of you have got any of these problems, literally, guys, we can talk about it here. It's a safe space. No one is gonna try and tell you can't, because I'm the boss of this and you are here. Then I respect you being in this live. So guys, this really is a safe space for you all to air your own opinions and how you feel about certain topics. And maybe if you want to ask Ezekiel, me, any questions about the topics I just said, my depression, my substance abuse, or my homelessness, then please, guys, fire away. You literally can't ask me anything because my heart is on my sleeve and I am an open book and I want to share everything with you guys because I really want to try and help inspire you guys, not only to help yourselves, but to help the others around you, because we are nothing without community, are we, guys? We need community because we are then put into the right position where humans must be, and that is with each other, and not alone. Guys, we are not alone if we got each other, are we? Come on. We've got an amazing group coming on now, so let's read some of these comments. I am just going to scroll. I know I've missed so many. I do apologise, guys. So his audio keeps cutting in and out. Does my audio keep cutting in and out? Let me know, please, guys. Got 2 hearts. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate you giving me the likes. I appreciate that. Tovis Britan, thank you. No name, thank you for being... Oh, no name. Speaking of landing, when did you land on this planet? Guys, if you would like to know a little bit more about that, we do other lives about that, but I will quickly touch on that topic quickly for you now. So guys, if you do want to know a little bit about Ezekiel more and my spacecraft and when I came to planet Earth, you can go and check out the video that is pinned to the top of our page, and it is called it's called a Ouija board at a UFO crash site. In the thumbnail, I'm holding a Ouija board with a crashed UFO behind me. Go and check out that video, guys, and you will understand way more about how I came here and more about my craft and the hieroglyphs that you'll see here on this cube. All of these are from that spacecraft, guys. And there's a reason why this cube, or we'll call it the artifact, is in this channel. It's a really important piece of our work. But guys, we are doing a mental health awareness stream today for the week up until Sunday will be our last one. We're doing these streams around 11, 12 in the midday in the UK. So guys, you literally have a safe space to be able to speak your mind here, guys. So speaking of, so I read that one, didn't I? But yeah, I can't tell you about where my planet is because it might jeopardize the other extraterrestrials, pardon me, because the men in black are always after him, you see. So I need to grab... Okay, no problem, Ginger. I shall see you in a bit. Goo, hello. It's a pleasure having you in the live. It really is, thank you. Okay. If anybody puts a really, really interesting comment down, right, something to do with mental health or overcoming depression or anything like that, the topic that we're on today, whoever puts down the most amazing comment, who I've who I read out, I will pin it, guys. I'll pin it in the chat so you get some recognition. Henry, welcome. Heat Dude, welcome. Thank you so much. Invictus Major, damn it, I knew the aliens were proper blokes. Thank you, I do appreciate that. We are here to help, you know. We really, really are. So yeah, guys, I'm going to keep up with the comments now. I'm going to try and do anyway. So guys, we are doing Mental Health Awareness Week here. So yes, you have landed on a live with an alien, but I am just a man in a mask, just so you know. So guys, yeah, we are doing Mental Health Awareness Week, and we're doing live streams each day. The last one will be Sunday in the UK. We're doing them from around 11 till 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock starts, midday in the UK. So guys, you really can come into this live and have your own say. You can speak your own mind, and you will not be judged here, because we like to call ourselves philosophers, some of the greatest thinkers of our time, you know, just like Aristotle was one of the greatest thinkers of his time. So it's really important that we communicate, because the statistics show that men in the UK, okay, and men around the world, they bottle up all their problems, you see. And I used to bottle up my problems. And when I did bottle up my problems, I found that it turned into depression. Okay? And it was only until I then looked at my problems with my heart that I could compress the depression. Once I could compress my depression, I could then look at what it was trying to teach me. Okay? And I would look at why I was doing substances and abusing myself. And simply, I asked myself, why am I doing those things? And I thought from my heart, and the answer that I got was, you were only doing them because you were trying to numb yourself from all the memories of the bad things that I have done and the poor choices I have made. You know? So ultimately, I then had to find my own avenue of trying to get out of the hole I was in. But the only way that I could do it really was through inner work, you see. Because without the inner work, I would not have been able to understand all this stuff to be able to give it to you guys. Now, they are tools. These are tools, but the tools aren't the physical objects, guys. They're literally being able to just sit with yourself and concentrate inside and think with the heart to then make better choices as we move forward. But guys, remember, you are not alone, okay? If you're in this live, you're in this live for a reason. You are meant to be here, and you are meant to be a part of this movement, guys. You really are. So we catch up with these again. Howick, mental well-being is not merely the absence of mental illness, but the holistic embrace of emotional, physiological and social equilibrium. And with hard work and good foundation and dedication, you will heal. Yes, you are right there. And with what you're saying there, you know, with all the hard work, I can just give you a little analogy of this. So if you looked at your mental health, and it would say, right, at the top of that mountain, once you get to the top of that mountain, your mental health will be healed, right? And if you're at the bottom of that mountain, you look up and you think, God, that mountain's really big. It's really scary thinking I got to get all the way to the top of that mountain just to try and get my mental health well. Well, you don't think about it at the time, but all the milestones along that way up to the top of the mountain, the achievements along the way, you don't see them when you just see the top of the mountain. But when you understand that, guys, there are so many small achievements that eventually build up to be something so amazing, guys. And yes, it does take hard work. It takes dedication, and it takes a lot of resilience to want to be able to change. But ultimately, when we can understand that we are stuck in the same pattern, to recognize that we need to change, that's the first step. Because if you can't understand that there's a pattern going on, a pattern of, you know, for me, the substance abuse, the homelessness, and the depression was all trying to show me something. And once I could, you know, figure out what it was trying to teach me, I could then spiritually grow, you know. So it was really, really difficult. I'm not going to lie, guys, it really was. So Mr. Beast Merge, yes, Ben, a good name, I like that. You've been here before, haven't you? P. Tricky, thank you. Howick, yeah, man, I'm about the journey. It's about going through it. It really is, guys. Like I said, This life wouldn't be a test if we knew all the answers. This is why we are born, and we forget why we came here, because in the spirit world it's very well known that before we come into these lives, that we wrote out our lives in such a way that we could learn such amazing things from all good and bad that happens, guys. Let's not start seeing the bad as a negative and start flipping it to a positive, and therefore literally spiritually evolving. Yes, guys, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Yes, it literally is, guys. At any point in your lives, you must understand that you are the actor, the scriptwriter, and the editor. At any point in your lives, you can change the act, change the script, and re-edit. Whatever you like, you can become it. You literally can. You are all amazing thinkers, and you are all in this live right now because each and every single one of you know what I'm talking about. This is why you're here, guys. This is why you're here. And us extraterrestrials are here for civilization, to help you in the most beautiful way, to help yourselves, you see, because we can't help you as such in a physical way. We can only help you on the metaphysical scale of vibration and words and good frequencies. Therefore, the words I speak are here merely to help you understand that you guys are the answer. Because when you search within, like I said, you will have all the answers if you think from the heart, guys. Yes, so I know I've been missing loads in the chat, guys. I'm a bit of a talker today, aren't I? You say you're depressed, and is resilience. You are allowed to feel messed up and inside and out. Yes, it doesn't mean you're defense. Yep, just means you're a human. Exactly. We are only humans, guys, and we will all, every single one of us, right? We'll always come across some problems in our life, okay? Some problems may be big, some problems may be small. But each and every single problem is only trying to strengthen us. Yes, strengthen each and every one of you for your sole purpose here on planet Earth. There's so many examples. Say for instance, I was preparing for a live stream. I was rushing, and I couldn't go and live stream for some reason because something was going on in my life, my own personal life, And then instead of me getting all depressed or stressed about having to miss the live stream or something like that, I would just say to myself, well, I might miss a live stream, but that's okay. Yeah, because I can always do another one afterwards. Yeah. So instead of reacting to it in a way where my nervous system is, my depression then would get worse, you see. So if I then just allow the problem to show me the answer, when I see the problem for what it really is, choosing to make the decision from the heart for the problem, it then flips it and becomes a positive, guys. Yes, it does. This universe is full of so many wonderful things on a quantum scale. The physics on this planet goes beyond the physical and goes into the metaphysical. Therefore, the things that we speak about here, guys, are for the spiritual awakening. Yes. It really is. And for those of you that just landed on this live, let me introduce myself. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial, Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness week on this channel where I'm talking about my own personal experiences, overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and homelessness, guys. So if you have any questions, ask below. I will try and answer, but I'm not doing good at keeping up, am I? Because I'm just yapping on, guys. I do apologize, I really do. Adam Vega, talking about mental health while wearing an alien mask. What the F is wrong with these people? Now, you see, I don't try and pull the wool over anyone's eyes, but this is a really good question, though. I do understand where you're coming from, that the character that I am playing, I am only a human in a mask. I don't pretend that I am not. And ultimately, this character that I play right now does give me a lot more confidence with my own mental health to be able to get across more as I am this character, because I'm quite a shy person sort of in real life, so I probably wouldn't be able to, or maybe with that comment, I'm probably maybe would do some of these mental health live streams as my human form as well. So there we go. I'm literally turning that comment into a positive outcome for myself. So guys, do you see that example there, real time? How I can turn that into something positive, because it literally just taught me something there, that maybe other people would probably, appreciate the human face more for something like this. But guys, it's whatever you guys want as well, So if that's something, Adam, that you probably would like, I would love to hear more about that, I definitely would do something like that if it's something that would suit you, and probably thousands others of people that would probably prefer that also, So I do appreciate that. No one, thank you. You reckon you're still young at the age of 37? Do you know what? I do feel really good about my age, and my mental health and my fitness is the best it's ever been. I really am appreciative of that question. Thank you. Anyway, so Ricky, good job getting sober, bro. It ain't easy. You are right there, Ricky. Maybe you're talking from some experience there, I mean, you don't have to explain anything about it. But yeah, thank you for that comment. I really do appreciate that. It is a hard time getting clean, guys. It really is, especially when you cannot see the trees through the woods, so to say, It really is quite difficult, because my own personal struggles and my own dealings with my depression, my substances, and my homelessness, I found that simply I was making bad decisions, but I had to try and figure out why I was making them, And ultimately, when I asked myself why I was taking substances, I asked a question from the heart, and therefore it gave me a pure answer. The pure answer literally was that I was doing substances to literally numb myself so I wouldn't think of the bad choices I had made in life. Therefore, when I was under the influence of these substances, I was not present very much. I was always on my own. So guys, me being on my own was no good, because I didn't have anyone to talk to. That's what I needed. I just needed to talk. And that is how I like to heal, Communicating is the most important thing, And in the UK, every 90 minutes, somebody is unalived. Every 90 minutes in the UK. And I can't stand here and do nothing about that. So this channel is going to be doing some wonderful work with some of these amazing charities like the Samaritans, guys. And I'm really, really grateful that we can be doing some work with them and some fundraisers for them. And some event work, hopefully, too. And we are going to be doing still the charity work that we're doing with the food banks. We're going to be battling hidden hunger in our local communities. Yes, and you guys can help be a part of that also, because, guys, ultimately as well, if we eat junk food, as I well know, I get mental health problems myself. My skin gets really bad. I get really bad psoriasis all over my body. I then get swollen hips and legs. I find it difficult to get up in the morning. I get brain fog. I get headaches. I lose my appetite. This is all because of the way I treated my body, So, it's hard sometimes to choose good food over the junk food sometimes, It really is difficult, It is. No doubt, internet slap makes more, I don't know what you're saying, contributing to society. What are you going with a life A? I'm not too sure what you mean by that. Wasting your time typing up hate on the crazy. It's okay, honestly. Anyone, like I said, anybody can come in here, Howie. It's fine. Howick, I should say. They can say whatever they want, guys. I mean, the moderators will probably obviously deal with them if they really do step out of line. Because if you do break the YouTube community guidelines, then unfortunately the moderators probably won't be too happy about that, But guys, I mean, like I said, this really is a safe space for each and every single one of you to air your opinions. And if you want to, you can have a chat. And you can just say whatever you like here, as long, like I said, as long as it falls within the community guidelines of YouTube, guys. As long as we can all stick to that, this really is the safest space you can come to on YouTube, guys, because I will allow you to speak your own minds, like I said, as long as it's within those YouTube guidelines, Because I think it's really important for us all to have a safe space to be able to say what we like. And even when we get people that come in that are showing something that's a bit negative, like we have shown you already, we can flip that around, see, guys, because negativity is only trying to teach us something. So I will rather see personal growth from something negative that is going to help turn it into something positive, you see. So guys, right then, so chat, Soul Design, thank you for being back. Hey man, what's up, dude? Let's party, pop a beer, enjoy another day of life. You funny, you are funny. I do like that. You sound like you're having a great time there. I do enjoy that. So what the duck is this what did you just stumble into? So Disney, let me just quickly introduce myself for you and everybody else that's probably doom scrolling and come across this live stream thinking, what on earth is this going on my screen right now? Let me just ease your tensions. You ready? Okay. So I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness stream for Mental Health Awareness Week. And on this stream, I, Ezekiel, will be talking about my experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and homelessness. Guys, I literally am an open book. My heart's on my sleeve. I am willing to literally tell you all the crazy things and some of the most amazing things that has happened in my life. I am ready to tell everyone because my personal healing requires speaking. Me speaking is literally lifting weight off my shoulders because being able to tell people, especially like-minded people like yourselves in this chat, I do find it really uplifting. So thank you, guys. Howick, I'm not too sure who you're on about there. Don't worry if someone's winding you up in the chat. Just let them burn themselves out. It's fine. So anyway, I'm out. That's enough brain melt for today. Thank you, I do appreciate it. Lunch wrap, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. And Jesus loves Ezekiel. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. Guys, if you could please double tap the live or hit the like button, guys, and go and subscribe. It's completely free. And you're going to be helping us out with all the wonderful charity work that's going to be on our live streams, guys. So you're going to see exactly. Ellis, welcome to the chat. Araya, welcome to the chat. I do appreciate you being in here. I really do. Thank you all so much, guys. If you really want to help out, guys, double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up down by here, guys, and subscribe. It literally is free, and you are going to help us out with all the amazing charity work we're doing, guys. So, and I mean, for those of you that are just joining this live, let me introduce myself because I can imagine you were just doom scrolling and you just come across me. So let me just ease your tensions, guys. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health awareness stream for Mental Health Awareness Week, guys. So I'm talking about my own personal my own personal experiences overcoming my mental health, my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness, guys. So it's a safe space for any of you to talk your mind, guys. Really is. Put a comment below. Ask me anything you want. Andrew, you saw me. And Bruce, hello, Bruce. Welcome to the live, Bruce. I do appreciate you. So, Andrea, you saw me. Where did you see me to? You've been in one of my lives already, have you? I think I have, yes. I have seen you before, I think. Aaron, hello, Aaron Smith. Welcome to the live, guys. I'm Ezekiel, the extraterrestrial, and I'm here to help spiritually awaken each and every single one of you humans by helping you understand that you already hold the key. Yes, you already hold the key to a much better world on this planet simply by making better choices, you see, because ultimately making bad choices, you see, create negativity around us on a quantum scale that most people don't understand unless you are on a spiritual awakening, you see, guys, because it is all ultimately about vibrations and frequencies in this physical, what you call third dimensional reality Earth. Yes. Do I believe in God, Evelyn? That is probably a really good question there. Yes, I what you call God. I refer to as the source, the light, the love. Yes, this is what we refer to it as extraterrestrials, or those on a spiritual awakening, because Ezekiel, I am not, I would say I am spiritual but not religious. Spiritual but not religious. Yes, I managed to gain a spiritual awakening through my own insight of healing through one's inner heart. You see, I managed to search for all the answers inside my heart instead of looking for all the answers externally. You see, it's all about inner work. Yes. Very important to understand the inside and outs of this, because when we look at all our external problems, they become depression. Yes, when we don't do nothing about them internally. So what we must do is do the inner work, and therefore turning that depression into compression. Therefore compressing the problem to see what it's really trying to teach us. Therefore, then spiritually moving forward, becoming an awakened spirit, you see. Yes. So we really are getting some really good numbers in this live. Aliens before GTA 6. Yes, so GTA 6 is going to be, I think, packed full of alien stuff. It will be pretty cool. Man, I woke up to this. Dylan, welcome to the live. If you've landed on this live, you've come here for a reason, because you are going to be part of our awakened spirits now, you see. Yes, do you want to know what an awakened spirit is? Let me tell you, see, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Yes, see, each and every single one of you lovely humans are so divine. Yes, you hold the power to be able to change everything. Let me just give you an example, see. You are all the actor, scriptwriter, and editors of your own plays. At any point in our lives, we can change the actor, the script, and the edit, therefore becoming and playing any character that we want. And maybe you could see depression as your body telling you that I don't like this character you're playing. Therefore, once you do the inner work, searching for the answers inside instead of externally, only then we can then become spiritually awoken. Therefore, spiritually evolving as a human race should. You see, because all the answers really are inside, guys. Thank you for giving the membership, Luke. And General Nutsack, thank you for being in this live. What a name. Existence, how insane is a sloppy toppy from you? What is this sloppy toppy? I'm not too sure. I don't know about that. Let me know what you mean. I don't know. Ezekiel's still trying to understand all these different cultures and words that you all come out with. So many different, unique and wonderful people from all around the world tuned into these lives, and they all have such marvelous things to put in, It's amazing, all the comments that we get. Monique, what the F? Yes, let me just introduce myself, guys. I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and this week is Mental Health Awareness Week. We are doing live streams for mental health awareness. If you have landed in this live, guys, you are doing amazing work. Just by being here is helping creating the revenue in the live stream to help us give back to the charities that we are working with, the Samaritans and our local food banks in our community, where we are literally helping save the world to be a better place, guys. Each and every one of you are helping just by being in this live. We really are. And guys, another thing that I found out recently, if you actually, when you see the adverts pop up in this live, you can skip them. But did you know, and I've only just found this out recently, if you actually watch the adverts from start to finish, the revenue goes up crazy for the live. So guys, I mean, you don't have to, but you would be doing more, you would be getting more revenue towards helping these charities. So if you could watch some of the adverts all the way through, some of them aren't that long, but it really, really does help with how much that YouTube will pay per 1,000 views watched. Because usually it's like, I'll tell you the truth, I mean, So usually they'll pay something like 2 pence to 16 pence per 1,000 views. And that's simply because people just aren't watching the adverts or not staying in the live long enough to even watch the adverts, you see. It's really, really important that the adverts pop up for us to get ad revenue. There are other ways that we can get revenue through gifts and also your donations, which will show on the screen. And, there's super likes, super chats, and, ultimately, there will be other ways of being able to donate through the charities that we're going to be doing, and we'll make sure that eventually they'll be popped up on the screen in real time. But I have to use or get used to using Streamlabs. So if any of you do know how to use Streamlabs, guys, on the mobile app, then let me know down below. Then if you would like to try and help us out, maybe you could try and find us on our Instagram, Spiritual Awakening 6666. 666, yeah. And maybe you could just, inbox us on there and help us out with that, maybe. Or I could just do what I normally do, and that is type it into YouTube. How do I use Streamlab on mobile? And then there'll be a video there of someone probably explaining it. This is amazing, guys, because we're in the time in humanity right now where we have the technology to be able to help us advance and be able to think a lot more, because it frees us up from all the busy things that humans get up to. It allows you all to be more creative, you see, because you are all very creative beings, you see. Ezekiel, can you answer the RVI? Wait, who is it? Is it a question that's already been? He asked a little bit about. I'm not too sure what the RVRI is. Oh, who is RVRI? RVRI, if you could ask the question again, please, and then hopefully, I'm not too sure if the moderators can pin it, or maybe you can pin the question, Luke. I don't know. I'm a bit lost now in the live. Oh, I just completely came out of that live then on this phone. Oh, so guys, you're still using £12 props. What do you mean, Woody Mac? £12 of what? RVRI, thank you. Okay, so if you could now just type in what you were asking and I will read it. Abby, thank you for being in the chat. Woody, thank you. He got alien crabs. Yeah, do you know what? How did you know about that? How did you know that happened to Ezekiel? Have you been talking to someone? How do you know? Only joking. I do appreciate a good joke, though. Thank you, Woody Mac. I'm an artist and I'm trying to feel less impacted by people's opinions or lack of. Therefore, how do I stay confident in creation? So, you are finding it hard that people, what are they coming into your live streams or, bad comments and things like that? You mean like when people give you bad comments when you're doing, what you love to do? Is that something that you're saying? Because, it can be quite difficult when people are, being, not very nice. Retyped it fast I could, lol. So I think ultimately, if you look at it from a point where, say, for instance, I'll give you an example now, RVRI. So if someone come into my chat right now and said something to me that was not very nice, yes, I would conversate with them in such a way that I will appreciate them, yes, therefore flipping it into a positive. So, I've had people come into this live and say things, and, that weren't too good to me, and I've treated them with respect, and my positivity turns it around, because I didn't see it as a bad thing. I seen it as someone popping in, saying something that they maybe shouldn't have, but you know what, they added into the conversation, you see, and they're helping me explain how you can achieve such things also, you see, because it's only trying to teach us something about ourselves. So if I was to get upset about that comment, let me just okay, so say for instance I had a pink hat on and that person says, I don't like your hat, but I don't have a hat on right now. But they said it to me, I wouldn't care because I don't have a hat on, And another person could pop in and go, I don't like the colour of your orange lips. And I'll be like, well, I don't have orange lips, so it doesn't bother me. And someone could come in and say, you're stupid. And I get upset about it. Because if I felt upset about it, it's trying to teach me something, because somewhere inside I may feel that I was stupid at some point. Therefore, that word affected me because something aligned inside me, thinking that maybe you're right. But when they point out that something like you have a pink hat or pink or orange lips that isn't real, it just doesn't affect you. But when someone says something to you that does affect you, it's trying to teach you something, because it's trying to get you to be aware of why. Why? And then once you can understand why it has affected you, maybe it be trauma based, maybe it be because of your mental health well-being and stuff like that, then it's important to understand that when you think from the heart and not reacting, when you think from the heart and think, oh, that person said something negative, but I'm going to flip it and turn it into a positive, because that's what we do here, guys. We literally take depression and turn it into compression. Yes, simply by thinking from the heart and making a better choice, and understanding how that this depression is only depression because we have let it get out of hand and not put any real thought with our hearts to it, because that's ultimately how we make better choices, and that is through making those choices in the heart. So really, really good one, that one. I do appreciate you, RVRI. I hope you've all double tapped the screen, especially you, and subscribed. So there we are. Sorry if I disappeared then, guys. I hope that was good enough for you, though, RVRI. I do appreciate that comment. I did miss it earlier on. So I'm glad that our moderators picked that up, because that was really good, and I got a good example across there too, I hope. I hope it helps. I really do. RVRI, I see. Interesting. Thank you, RVRI. It's like focusing on a silver lining. It really is. It's because we do have choices as humans on this planet, and it's called free will. And because we have free will here, we have the choice to do good or bad. So I'll give an example of that, guys. I've heard many a times some humans say, well, if God was real, why would he allow X, Y, and Z to be unalived? Why would he? And it's not the fact that God is allowing these things to happen, it's the fact that us humans have been given free will to choose to do good or bad. And when they say to you, you must fight your demons, we're not talking about a physical entity demon. We're talking about the choice to do good or bad. They are the problem. See, good or bad is the choice, yes? But also, remember, there are many things to learn from both, okay? And remember that life will always throw things at us, okay? And it's ultimately how we react to them, you see, guys. When we react is when depression is made, okay? Because when we react, it becomes depression. When we think from the heart about our problems, we can then compress it. Therefore, seeing for what it really is, and ultimately, it will then be the best antidepressant. Yes. In my experience, for me, it's worked. Best antidepressant for me, talking to people as well. See, communication skill, guys, it really is. Imagine if this was real. It'd be cool. Yes, it would be pretty cool. It would be. This is all great, but why is this dude an alien? Jimmy, great question. You just landed in this live. I'll quickly let you know what's going on, because I can imagine you're probably doom scrolling for the short feed and come across this guy in a mask. Yes, I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a mental health live stream today for Mental Health Awareness Week. Yes, and I am talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness, guys. This is a safe space for each and every single one of you to be able to air your thoughts and opinions. Yes, you can do that in the comments down here, guys. You can ask me anything. I am an open book. My heart is on my sleeve, guys. And ultimately, I am here for you humans to help you guys ascend to become an awakened spirit, spiritually awakened. So a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not. Yes. So guys, any questions for me here? Dude did not get undressed for the movie shoot. I'm not too sure what you mean there, Jimmy. Dope master. Thank you, though, Jimmy. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that. Purely, actually respect, hope all goes well, Alien. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sweet Bean, what are your best tips for better mental health? Right then. So, what I would say for that, thank you, D, love the alien, thank you, and Ariel, thank you. So, what are my best tips for good mental health or better mental health? It's a really good question, you see. I think there's a lot of parts of it, but I would say that ultimately, to become an awakened spirit, to awaken one's spirit, a spiritual awakening. Like I said, a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are, it's simply discarding who you're not, see, because we make bad choices, and ultimately those bad choices lead to negative pathways in our lives, you see. But the substance abuse that I was under at the time, I was trying to figure out why I was taking such substances. So the only way that I could really come to terms with fixing that problem was to ask myself some serious questions, you know. So I sat on my own, I closed my eyes, and I used my heart to ask the question, why am I taking substances? And only when I asked my heart, I got a true answer back. And that true answer was that I was doing substances because I was trying to numb myself and forget all the bad choices that I had made. Therefore showing me that if I made positive choices, that I could turn myself around, you know, because I was in such a bad place with my mental health. I didn't want to be on this planet anymore, if you get me. And in a crisis, I came across the Samaritans charity who were there for me, and I can honestly say with my hand on my heart, both of my hands on my heart, guys, right, that if it was not for that charity, the Samaritans, when I rang them, when I was in my crisis, I would not be here today. And this is ultimately why we are doing these streams, guys, so we can help give back to these charities in a way that you guys can see in real time where the revenue is going. Because, guys, I can't do it without any of you guys, you know. This is an amazing movement that we're all a part, and just being in this live stream, guys, you are literally becoming awakened spirits. And if you want to become join our membership of Awakened Spirits, guys, it's £1.99, and that will help go towards helping the work we're doing with the charities. So, guys, it really does matter, and you guys matter. So I hope that helps with that question you had. Oddly enough, this really caught my attention while scrolling. Think I'm going to sub like Snow. I really appreciate that. Kels, and you too. Anna C, thank you so much. Sweet Beans Paste, thank you so much. I appreciate that question as well. I'm glad that I can get that across to you, and I hope it helps. And if there's any more, I would like to tell you some more as well, guys, because I am full of tools and information that I have come across in my time dealing with my depression, my substance abuse, and ultimately my homelessness, you know, guys, because I can do it and you guys too, and we can all do it together as a community here that we are building on YouTube in these lives. Then all of you guys are going to see all the wonderful things that we are going to be doing with the charity stuff that we're doing. So, yes. So, Sweet Beans Paste, I'm so happy that you asked me that as well. Thank you. It really helps you because I get to help in real time, you know, and give an example to everybody else as well, you know, because you literally just helped somebody else then as well, see, because when we talk about these things, when we talk about them, it actually heals. Because we don't talk enough about this stuff, especially when it comes to men. It's, you know, the statistics in the UK show that, you know, every 90 minutes, someone is unaliving themselves in the UK, and most of them are men. Because men tend to not talk, you know. And this is something that I want to change, because communication, if you think about how important communication is, yes? If you wanted to learn something new, a new skill, or to drive, that's a skill anyway. Anything. You got to learn something. You need to be able to communicate, because when you need to learn to read or to learn from something, communication is how we learn. So therefore, if we're poor communicators, then we cannot understand correctly and communicate with each other. So it's so important to be able to communicate in such a way that we can all learn from each other from communicating in such ways. So I think it's really, really, really important, the work that we're doing here, trying to teach not just communication skills, but the very tools to be able to turn your lives around too, guys. Just like I did, and that's why I'm here now, because like I said, every 90 minutes somebody is being unalived in the UK, and I cannot use this platform for nothing other else than just trying to help right now, because I don't want this to carry on, guys, like it's going. I want real change in this world, and if this is the way we're going to be doing it, guys, then this is the way we're going to be doing it, because it shows that you guys and the numbers in this chat right now are actually helping this from the bottom up, and I thank each and every single one of you that are in this live right now, guys. I actually really do, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Okay, I know I've missed loads of comments. Sweet bean paste, that's right. I think the practicality doesn't just affect women, it also tells men not to talk about their feelings. Yeah, we're told as men when we're younger, that we're growing up, that, be strong, stay strong, and, just be a man. What does that mean? What does that do? And listen to this, guys, right? Do you ever remember being in school and a teacher saying to you, look, you need to concentrate? Did you ever think to yourself, well done, I've been in school for how many years now, and you've never once taught me how to concentrate? You tell me to do it all the time, but you've never taught me how to do it. So this is the thing, guys, because we're not taught to be able to communicate even with ourselves. That's the most important relationship, is the one with yourself. And if you can't communicate with yourself because a lot gets in the way sometimes, I can understand that. And there are days still, guys, where I am not that great, but I acknowledge that. Once I acknowledge it, I then look at what it's trying to teach me. Most of the time it's because I've eaten something pretty bad and it flares me up, and so that's also trying to teach me something. But guys, there aren't anything. Let me just read this again. But yeah, good question, Sweet Bean. I'm glad that we're talking about all that. Yes, we talked about maybe getting bored, right? Yes. Hey, if it pays the bills. Thank you, Goober. You must be suffering. Aisha, I am okay. I really am, Now I'm good. I used to have a really bad time with it all, and things are way better now, and I am literally right now, probably the last 4 weeks, have been the most transformational time of my life lately with this channel. And for all of us on Spiritual Awakening, also seeing how well these live streams are doing, and ultimately how we're going to be helping these charities too, So, right then, we catch up again with these chats. What time is it now? Okay, so Ribby, okay, yeah, and I have asthma. I can't see you like this. I just so suffering. I wish you good luck though. I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate you being at the live. I thank you for your comment also. And if you could please double tap the live to like the live, or hit the live down by here and subscribe. I really would appreciate that. It literally is helping. Guys, so aim long, welcome back. And Kels, you're spot on, and making the first step for helping is hard but worth it. It really is, guys. And the best thing you can literally do as well is strengthening the relationship with yourself, simply by learning better communication skills through speaking. We literally, you guys, this is how I learned my communication skills, through watching other creators. And therefore, their skills, their hand gestures, their movements, and the way that we speak, you see, I blend everything together from all the best things that I come across to create what we have as Ezekiel. You see, and Ezekiel is trying to get across this information and these tools that aren't physical objects, they are literal tools of the mind to be able to relax one's soul enough that we can concentrate on our thoughts, so we can then see from the heart and make decisions from the heart, and ultimately make better decisions, creating a more positive outcome for each and every single one of us. The more of us that do these positive spiritual awakenings, the more positivity will flow into the quantum field around the earth, infecting everybody with positivity, you see. It is simply that easy to be able to literally think of good thoughts. And I know it's so hard to get the bad thoughts out of our minds, and I always find that eating good food, good, clean, spiritual food, I would say. And if you want to know what a spiritual food is, I would say anything like vegetables or fruits that you can pick and are living. So living foods like vegetables and fruits literally nourish your souls, guys. And they will ultimately help you on the path of enlightenment, on your spiritual awakening, to become an awakened spirit. Guys, please double tap the screen, like this live, subscribe, guys. It's free. It literally is free. And I do really appreciate each and every one of you. You eat humans, don't you? I don't, Michaela, I don't. But that is a really, really good question. Now, as extraterrestrials, we don't eat humans. No, we have a mouth, though, you are right. And I am a man in a mask. Just so that you are aware. I'm not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes here, But a great question. Vitamin gang. So what's this about now? Vitamin gang. Dylan, so you are some kind of hybrid. Yes, I guess so. So the idea of this character that we brought into spiritual awakening ultimately came when we did a paranormal investigation at a UFO crash site. So we basically blended this extraterrestrial into the video. So if you want to check that video out, it's on our channel. It should be pinned to the top of our channel, and it's called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site. If you want to go and check that out, please do. And guys, drop a comment saying you come over from the live, so I know that. And guys, you will learn a lot about how I came into being in this channel by that video, yes, and also learn much about my spacecraft that is heavily involved in that video, guys. It really is. You'll learn about the hieroglyphs and the real, and we're talking about, obviously you guys know about Roswell, yes? So this particular UFO crash landing is known as the UK's Roswell. Yes, the UK's Roswell. So there was a UFO that crash landed at Rendlesham Forest in 1990. So you see, in 1990, this UFO downed in the forest next to the military base, which was an American military base at the time. And 2 officers were sent out to go and see if there was a downed craft. When they approached the downed craft, they then touched it and was downloaded with binary codes that one of them wrote down in his book, which later in life was then transcribed into English. So we can talk about that another time, but that's also on there. But guys, we're talking about this Roswell in the UK that was literally on Ancient Aliens, the documentary. So guys, this really is one of the most credible UFO crash landings that has ever happened, based on all the information. And also we used a Geiger counter, which is a piece of equipment the military used to sense to see if there is any detection of radiation from such crafts. Yes, we used a Geiger counter on that investigation to see if there was any radiation left behind in the footprints from the craft that supposedly crashed there. And you know what? You need to go and find out what that outcome was, guys, by watching that video. So like I said, guys, if you really want to know more about Ezekiel the alien and how it come to be and crash land on planet Earth, go and check that video out. It's called Ouija Board at a UFO Crash Site, guys. Anyway, back to this. How long have we been on here now? 72 minutes. Okay, so I'm so interested. So I guess I'm not crazy at all, because I've been talking about aliens. Even the Bible talks about aliens. Ooh, can you reference what part you're referring to in the Bible about that? That would be interesting to talk about. highly favored 888. Console of Texas, nice AI combo with face tracking. No, it's a man in a mask. It looks pretty good though, doesn't it? Thank you though. That's a good comment though, thank you. Kevin, imagine if this dude is an alien pretending to be a human, pretending to be an alien with a not self-made costume. Very possible. Shh. You never know, that could be true, guys. It really could be. Herman, can you blink? I'm blinking so quick you can't see it. 4D chess. Oh, is that right, Luke? Brian Clark and Junior Clark, Brian Junior, sorry. Oh, is Brian Junior with you, Brian? Let me know. Thank you for being back in the live, though. I do appreciate each and every one of you that comes back, I really do. And I've seen UFOs before. I thought it was going to be taken, but I saw it sat over my house turning into 3 balls, then into 1, lasted for about 20 minutes. I've always had dreams of seeing the ships. Now that is quite peculiar, and I can imagine that gets quite uneasy sometimes, but just remember though, guys, that these extraterrestrials aren't here to hurt you or anything like that. We are only here to help you humans become more spiritually awakened, because a spiritual awakening is not changing who you are. It's simply discarding who you are not, you see, guys. Yes, so on this live today, we are doing a mental health awareness live, see? So we are talking about stuff on the topic of my own personal experiences, dealing with my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. If you have any questions about that, put it down below, please, guys. Mental health, poor guy. My mental health is okay now, so thank you. This is why I'm doing these. Hey, so Brian Clark, did you answer? Yes, Brian Jr. is there. Brian Jr., thank you for coming back into the chat with your dad. I really do appreciate you, I really, really do. Thank you. Hi, Flavor. That's what I've been telling him, and they think I'm crazy. Right. I don't think you're crazy. Not at all. Ezekiel, my cat is listening to your advice. She seems to be very moved. Your cat? Wow, I have a cat also, My cat is called Luna, but she doesn't live down here. She lives at my place of home. The aliens, maybe she is from space too. Maybe, you are right there. Bentley, where's my nose hole? There it is. There we go. Yeah. Why did I listen to you? So the alien species think human beings are here slow because why they each other from a pair of shoes. Well, you see, this is ultimately because as humans, you all get free will, which means you all have the choice to do good or bad. So like I said, it's ultimately up to us making better choices, you see. I know it's not that easy though. Do you know what the stars next to my name mean? Yes, this is a membership. You are a member of our membership, and that means you are part of our awakened spirits, Brian Jr. Yes, that is basically what it is. Somebody has gifted you a membership. If you haven't bought one, then someone has gifted you one. That is what it is. RVRIFYI, for your information. My cat is called Floyd Inky. Oh, I love Floyd. That's a great name, that is. I love it. I really do. What colour is Floyd? I'd love to know. My cat is grey, just like me, but that's why I call her Luna, because she sort of looks a little bit like the moon, the lunar moon. Should my friend Nick go? It's his birthday. No, I almost fell for that one. I really do appreciate a good joke, as long as that we're in the community guidelines of YouTube, and I think, thank you, moderators. So guys, Brian Clark, heck yeah, thank you. Aim Long, thank you for being in this live. Again, I do appreciate you. RBRI, I do appreciate you. Sinead, Bro said let me wear gloves but not mask to kill the immersion. I got alien hands also, but I don't wear them because it's easier to navigate things with these real human hands. But I am just a man in a mask, guys. Looks a little bit like Rey Mysterio when I do this, if you know who that is. Anyway, she's a black cat, but she shines ginger in the sun. She sounds absolutely lovely. Oh, Luna for the moon is super cute. It isn't it? It really is. I love my Luna. She's so cute. She is a British short hair. A British short hair, she is. Oh no, Bentley, I do feel you there. I have been through a similar thing with, well, I've been through the same thing with a few of my pets, and a cat when I was younger too. So yeah, I mean, it could be very difficult to lose such an individual that's been in the family for so long and cherished. It really can be. So I do feel for you there, but just know that your cat is in a good place. Okay. So the sun is not yellow, is green. I don't know about that. So, a good question to aim long. Or is it a question, or is it you just letting me know? Hi, Flavors. My rabbit, she is albino. Her name is Luna. Wow! Look at that. They say great minds think alike, So, what does that say? It says that you must have a great mind too, So, aim long. AI. Or IA. Yes? Thank you for being in the live. Yes, it is very cute. So then, guys, let me just introduce myself for those of you that just doom scrolling and come across me on this doom scroll. So we are doing a live stream for mental health awareness. Yes, and I am your friendly interdimensional extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and we are doing a live stream for mental health awareness. We are. Yes. We literally are. We're doing some amazing work with some of the charities that I myself have personally used when I was in my crisis, you see. Because when I was ultimately in my crisis, when I didn't want to be here anymore, when I wanted to unalive and not be here, I didn't know where to turn. I had no one to speak to. So I managed to come across the Samaritans charity, rang their number, and they were there for me. And when I rang them, my life changed in the most positive way because I accepted help. And that's one of the things that us men find most difficult, is to accept help here, because men are told to just hold it all in and to be a man, and I think that's so outdated now because each and every single one of us is different. An example would be of if I was to take a hammer and smash a window, that window would break, right? And every time I smash that window in different places, I will break it, and each break will be unique. Just like each and every single one of you humans are unique, you see. You are all unique and divine, and you all have the power inside to be able to make better choices, ultimately making a better outlook in life, you see. Because positivity will breed positivity, and negativity will only bring more negativity. But when we can flip that negativity into positive, then we are spiritually awakening, therefore creating a better world, not just for us, but for everyone around us. The most important part of it is to have the best relationship with one's self. Yes, and being able to do so will have a spiritual awaken, So guys, ultimately, Brian Clark, I know you are, plus my wife's name is Luna. No way, we got like so many Lunas going on there, Brian. It's incredible. Yeah, great minds think alike again. The mask is like $500 mask. Yes, it actually is. There's something around that, yes. I think it was about $600, I purchased this some while back, and I can now use it for the avenue for what it could be good for, So trying to, like I said, create this character that I'm playing right now is helping get you guys to engage with me more, because I mean, maybe if I was just my human face, you probably wouldn't stop scrolling and just would scroll over me. But because I'm an alien, it's different, you see. So being able to get you guys to stop for a minute, just to hear me for a minute, is actually helping, because me being this extraterrestrial ultimately is stopping people from doom scrolling and watching. So I mean, maybe I could do some of these live streams like this as a human. I could do that, guys. So aim long if you think I'm not telling the truth, so tell to Google. Yeah. Can I have a monster black? Yes, you can have a monster if you really like. Black, you should have got some gloves too, but the mask is nice. I do got the gloves too, I'm just not wearing them right now. I haven't got them on right now because it's easier to use hands like this. The alien gloves have only got 3 fingers like this. And I find it quite difficult to be able to touch the phone or be able to do anything. So I think that being able to communicate also is very important. And communicating properly also requires hands. And as human hands are very good at communicating for human emotions and responses, therefore understanding being able to understand how to communicate even through the hand gestures is so important. And with the alien hands, I'm not able to get across those those hand movements for good communication very well. So I find these work really good for quite an array of different things that I like to do on this channel. So for those of you that have just joined this live, you've been doom scrolling and you come across me in the live stream, then guys, let me just ease your tensions and let me tell you why I'm here. So for one, I am Ezekiel and we are doing a mental health awareness week on this stream. Each day we're streaming and talking about my own personal experiences overcoming my depression, my substance abuse, and my homelessness. Yes, we are. So guys, this is a free space for each and every single one of you to speak your mind and air your opinions, and let me know if you have any questions about the topic. I will help you as much as I can. Aim long, I can't read your chat because it's not in the English. Ezekiel, I am broke and haven't been eating well. There's a charity food shop nearby for discounted items and you need to sign up. I don't know why it's so scary when you're not used to seeking or accepting help. Yes, it can be very scary. Now let me give you an example why. Because personal growth is something that the nervous system is scared of, and your nervous system will always try to go back to something it can relate to, and that would be going back to doing things that are old habits. Therefore, the personal growth is scary. Yes, it can be quite scary, personal growth, and we bottle everything up as men, and we don't want to share our thoughts, but it really, really is important to be able to share our thoughts. There was something else I was going to say there, but been eating well. Yeah, but I really, really do understand what you mean, though, it really, really is hard accepting any help. It really, really is, to feel like accepting help. For me, I felt like I was giving up, and giving up on myself, that because ultimately I was trying to do everything off my own back. And that was the problem, you see, because I couldn't help myself. I needed help from others to teach me the tools to be able to help myself. Because nobody fixed me. I fixed myself through the tools that I was given, through all the amazing creators and people that I've met along the way, that I've taken little pieces of to put together a character who can help others with these tools, because they've helped me and I know they can help you guys. Right. Why you wear blue gloves? Because it's easier and I look like a human underneath, but I have got alien hands. I just don't wear them at the moment. Why hide behind a mask? I think it's a character that I'm playing, and I think this character has a bit of an edge to it when it comes to stopping people from doom scrolling and stopping and joining in this live, guys. If I was a human, you probably would just scroll past me by now, so I hope that answers it. Those two tones, do aliens have wives? I don't have a wife, but I do have a partner in my human life, yes. Doing GOD's work, this is it. This is exactly it. The source, the love, the light. This is a safe space for all of us to come and learn and love each and every single one of each other. in a way that we can be positive, moving forward into a positive and what we extraterrestrials call the new Earth. And when I talk about this new Earth, I don't mean a physical Earth. I mean that when humans become evolved spiritually enough, that we will ascend into a new Earth, which technically meaning the very quantum fabric of this world will change in the most profound and best most impressive way that will be so positive and so new and so fresh. And for those that can't move forward into the positive vibration, will be choose to stay behind to be negative and will receive more negativity in the world, you see. It is simply quantum mechanics on a quantum scale of physics, because there's more going on a vibration pattern around us right now. Simply, I'm communicating with you over vibrations. And therefore, the very vibrations that come from my mouth were given to me via my brain, you see. So I'm literally vibrating, and you guys are then picking up emotions from these vibrations. Can you see how important and how amazing vibrations can be? So music can inspire us. People can inspire us. Music can make athletes run faster, jump higher. This is true, you see. Music can even make your plants grow better. And not only that, when we play the correct frequencies, we can accept healing from these frequencies, especially if you use the frequency on Hertz 639. That is Hertz 639. You play that frequency, you can find it on Spotify, and that frequency is commonly known as the miracle tone. This tone of 639 is literally a healing tone. Therefore, if you do feel like that you need to set aside for you to become spiritually awakened in a time where maybe you need to ground yourself spiritually, then you can listen to the Hertz frequency 639, which will help ground you and concentrate enough that you will be able to help spiritually awaken by looking inside the heart and making better choices from the heart, you see. Because ultimately, I made bad choices in my life, and that's why I ended up where I was with my depression, substance abuse, and my homelessness, simply by making bad choices, you see. That's what I did. I made bad choices. Right then, so I'm just going to catch up with this live a little bit now. So guys, how many people we've got in the live? This is growing every day, this live. I can't believe how many people keep popping in, It's really, really amazing, showing that you guys really are trying to help by being a part of our awakened spirits in this live, guys. You really are amazing people. I really cannot fault you here. Do you reply to comments? I do actually, but I do talk a lot at the moment because I have been replying to comments. That's what they do. Thank you, RVRI. You subscribe. Joel, how do you probe someone? We don't do that. Funny comment there. I do appreciate you being in this chat, Joel. Thank you. Why has this found me on my path? I think I took the wrong turn. Let me just introduce myself. I am your friendly, interdimensional, extraterrestrial Ezekiel. Yes, and if you landed on this live stream, the reason why is because we are doing a mental health awareness week. Yes, we're doing mental health awareness streams each day, and Sunday in the UK will be the last time we do it for the week, and hopefully we're going to carry on doing something that's going to be really mental health awareness activated, and hopefully we'll be able to do some more of this with the charities that we're going to be working with. So just by you being in this live, P Butterfly is actually helping with the charity work we're doing. And if you haven't already, please double tap the screen or hit the thumbs up down by here and subscribe, guys. It really is free to do so. The Earth is a donut ship. That's interesting. So most friendly. We catch up this comment quickly, dude. That's what she said. So are you friendly, religious? Aliens skipped over my comments because you didn't know what to say. Do better. I do apologize, most friendly. It's hard to keep up with all the comments. It's a really good one, though. So. Let me read that again. So what said? So we're friendly, religious. So I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm spiritual, but not religious. I am. And honestly, guys, it really is difficult keeping up with all the comments. So I do apologize, most friendly dude. I do apologize, but that was a good question. So I do apologize. I am literally skipping over so many. I do apologize. Random chavs. What if it was real? Do and just think this is a mask? It is just a mask. Thomas, what charity? So we are going to be doing some work with the Samaritan charity in the UK, and we are going to be doing some donating with them, some fundraising and stuff like that. And also we are going to be donating lots of food to our local food banks in our community, and we are calling it, we are battling hidden hunger in our communities, you see. So I think it's really important, the work that we're doing on these live streams, that ultimately is going to create such a positive movement, and each and every single one of you in this live, yes, you guys are all a part of it. Just by being in this live, you are actually making a difference, guys. I really, really do appreciate each and every single one of you. Okay, so guys, unfortunately now, actually, we're going to stay for 6 more minutes. So we'll stay for a little bit longer. So, very nice of you. Thank you, Thomas. I really do appreciate you being in this chat. So it's really important for me to be able to do this charity work. The reason being is because the Samaritans charity were there for me when I was in my crisis, when I didn't want to be here anymore. I didn't have anyone to turn to, and I rang the Samaritans, and the Samaritans were there for me. So I really want to thank them, and hopefully we'll raise lots of money for their charity, guys, because it only takes £100 worth of donations to train somebody to answer the phones at the Samaritans, so they can be there for people like me when I was in my crisis that needed somebody to talk to. And that's all I needed, was just to talk to somebody, and it saved my life, because I really would not be here today to be able to teach you guys all the wonderful tools and my experiences along the way that I learned to be able to become the spiritual awakening being that I am now, and to share with you guys. It really is amazing. Local charities doing GOD's work. Exactly. Thank you, URALVR. I really do appreciate you subbing. Thank you. And AG Agasti, I really do appreciate you being here. Shikuda, or whatever, not too sure you said. Tongue game probably strong. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being in the live. Can you say my name, alien? Augusti. I'm not too sure how to say that. I hope that I'm saying it properly. Augusti, I do appreciate you being in this live. Like I said, you are really helping us out by just being in this live. You really are. But if you really do want to help us out, guys, please like the live and subscribe, guys. It's free. It really is, and it will help out all the charity work we're doing. Very, thank you for being in this live. I do appreciate you coming back, Very. You are really an inspiration to Ezekiel. You are, So, Thomas, I guess, yes, now subs. Yes, thank you. I think she has. Very nice. Thank you so much. K-Minster, are you a real alien? No, I'm a man in a mask. But great question. This is what we like in these comments, are great thinkers with great questions, because I like to call all of us in these live streams who are commented philosophers. Therefore, let's become the greatest thinkers of our times, and let our hearts guide us with love and wisdom to all the correct answers, guys. It really is that way. Ignore my cool questions. Nearly right out. Let me just get back. I do apologize. Ignore my cool. I'm not ignoring them, guys. It's just that I can't find where they are. There we are. What's your opinion on Blimblams from the planet Globesor? I'm not too sure who that is, Blimblams are on planet Gobsor. Have you been to this planet before? Because it sounds like you do know quite a bit about it, and the extraterrestrials there. So nearly right house, lad. I think that was, wasn't it? Yeah. I hope. I've got more of a question there. You should just keep saying you're a real alien and never back down. The thing is, though, I'm doing a mental health awareness stream, guys. So I think I've got to be quite respectful and, not trying to pull the wool over people's eyes. I think it's very important with the topic that we're on, So I've got to be very mindful about how I present myself over such topics, you see. So I hope that answers that question, but great question. Thank you, K Minster. I do appreciate you. Sup? Yes, Avi, all right. I love your accent. Thank you. Thank you. Angusty, thank you. Curbiscusness, I'm not sure that. You're dragging people to the depths, my friend. Oh, really? What are these depths? Do you mean like the depths of the ocean or something like that? I mean, if you could just elaborate a bit more on that question so we can talk about it as philosophers do, with love and wisdom and respect. So if you'd like to say some more. Ezekiel, I love you. This is truly making my week. I'm in the trenches and you are helpful. RVRI, thank you so much. And this is what we do at Spiritual Awakening, We try our best to help you guys become the awakened spirits that you already are, see, because once we can all get together and create the most wonderful community here, then the positive movements that we're going to be doing here is going to be so incredible. And each and every single one of you are a part of this movement of the awakened spirits, you see. But if you really want to show everyone that you are a part of the awakened spirits, guys, all you got to do is literally join the membership, the Awakened Spirits membership. It's only $1.99 a month, guys, right? And that $1.99 is going to help fund all these charity projects that we are doing. And you guys get to see where the money's going. So when we go and buy food for the food banks, I will take you on the live stream, show you exactly what we're buying, show you the prices, show you the receipts, so you know exactly what's been spent, guys. And we're going to take that food on our live streams into the food banks for the people who need them. And hopefully, guys, when we can get enough revenue, we're going to hire out a food truck that can sit outside the food banks and prepare and cook meals for people before they even go into the food bank, so that they can go get their food without an empty stomach, you see. So that's something that I would like to do. That, I think, would be probably one of the most remarkable things that we could do in our community, by helping give back to the community real health by giving them some good food, I think it's so important for us humans and extraterrestrials to be able to have access to good food, So, guys, like I said, you just being in this stream really is helping with all that charity work that we are doing here. So, guys, I really do thank you enough. I don't thank you enough, I think. I think I should thank you even more all the time, because there's so many people coming in and so many new people all the time that I can't keep up with it all. So, guys, I really, really do have to go now, because I have other things I have to do as a human. I want to go and see my family right now. But guys, we will be back tomorrow around about the same time to continue our mental health awareness live streams. And guys, if they keep turning out with the numbers like that we got now, I don't think they're going to stop. We probably will continue doing this, because I really can see the difference that is making, and the amount of people that are coming into these lives and staying really does show that each and every single one of you is appreciating the time that Ezekiel is giving to you humans, and the knowledge and the tools that I am sharing to help ascend you humans into the spiritual awakening that each and every single one of you already have started just by being in this live, guys. So thank you very much for being a part of this live today, guys. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you, and I do hope you all have the most wonderful time today, the most wonderful time. And I hope to see you tomorrow on this stream again to help support Ezekiel and help support each other. So there we go, guys. I am going to have to go now. But remember, right? Each and every single one of you, I care about you. Yes? You matter. Yeah? Not just to me, you matter to all of us in this group, the spiritual, the awakened spirit. We all care about you. Okay? So when you feel like you've got nowhere to turn to or anything like that, just remember being a part of this group that we are in here, all of us in here, we are all here for positive change and to help each other spiritually awaken. So guys, remember that you are loved and you matter, okay? Now, peace out to each and every single one of you, and just remember that you are loved, and Ezekiel is here for you to help humanity, guys.